Howdy. I wasn't supposed to make a video about this, but it was in the news feed. And yeah, it's tied to the other thing I was supposed to make a video about because I realized something. But anyway, let's just start with that. Science news. Earth's inner core may be more complex than researchers thought. Seismic waves suggest that the planet has a hidden heart. "5 hours ago, Earth's heart may have a secret chamber. The planet's inner core isn't just a solid ball of nickel and iron, researchers say, but contains two layers of its own. A distinct central region nestled within an outer shell. Scientists say they have confirmed the existence of this innermost inner core, using a type of previously undescribed seismic wave that not only travels through Earth's core but also bounces back and forth through the interior, collecting invaluable data about the core structure along the way. Focusing on the earthquakes of magnitude 6 or larger that struck in the last decade, researchers combined the data of the quakes that were collected at seismic stations around the world. Combining these signals made it possible to detect even very faint reflections of the seismic waves. On the 200 or so quakes analyzed, 16 events spawned seismic waves that detectably bounced through the inner core multiple times. The origin, structure, and fate of Earth's core is of intense interest because the core generates the planet's magnetic field, which shields the Earth from charged particles ejected by the Sun and helps keep the planet's denizens safe from too much radiation. Understanding of how magnetic field evolves is extremely important for the life on Earth's surface, says Hrvoje Taklic, a seismologist at the Australian National University in Canberra. The entire core, about 6,600 kilometers across, consists of two main parts: a liquid outer core and a solid inner core. Maybe not. As iron-rich fluid circulates in the outer core, some of the material cools and crystallizes, sinking to form a solid center. That interplay generates Earth's magnetic field. So now let's go back to this, where it started. A distinct central region nestled within an outer shell. I just recently showed that picture. And if we look at this geoid, maybe that's the outer shell and that's the inner core, which I think could be very well some kind of a plasmoid. And the places where these filaments reach the surface, so to say, hence this region, there could be volcanoes. But since Earth is a leaky conductor, there is the Birkeland current flowing through Earth. And every now and then we can see the Birkeland current. For example, today in the news, CME impacts sparks northern and southern lights. The CME struck Earth's magnetic field yesterday, March 15th. The impact was so strong, it sparked auroras over both ends of our planet. First the south. Red auroras lit up the skies above Lake Ellesmere, New Zealand, reports photographer Mike White. The strong glow persisted for an hour or so and on the southern horizon, with occasional periods of bright rays extending upwards. Yeah, that's probably I don't know where that is. Could be too high to be in the picture. I don't know. Second, the north. We had clouds yesterday, wasn't anything. Poland. Roman Banas photographed these red auroras near Bydgoszcz, Poland, almost 18,000 kilometers away, and yet remarkably similar to the display in New Zealand. You could see the rays with naked eye. It was strong. It was strongest around midnight. This time of the year, when northern and southern lights can be seen at the same time, we're only days away from the March equinox. Nearly equal amounts of darkness allow sky watchers in both hemispheres equal opportunity to witness auroras. The lights themselves are caused by exactly the same physics. Particles from the sun hit Earth's upper atmosphere, causing air to glow and green regardless of latitude. So it's electricity, induced currents, which make the atmosphere glow. The Aborigines from Australia associate auroras with fire, streams of fire from the sky, death and destruction. When the auroras reach the surface of the Earth, it's probably not a good thing to be in the vicinity of these events. Earth's magnetosphere is weakening, and the sun activity is ramping up. We just experienced the strongest CME ever recorded. It went to the other side. It affected the whole solar system, I think. It will. I think there will be some proof of strange stuff going on some other planets, which might be not related, or officially will be related to the CME, I think. Because like I explained in this other video, like we have our ionosphere and the Schumann resonance, and something similar, I think also the sun has to have. You know, we are in the magneto heliosphere of the sun, the bubble of the sun, which our solar system is in. We are in it. We have a smaller sphere, Earth's ionosphere and magnetosphere, and the sun has the same thing, just much bigger. So there will be some echoes. And talking about induced currents, I wanted to show you a video from Adapt 2030 I watched today, and I recommend you to watch the whole and many other things he produced. He's very good at statistics and analyzing and stuff. And it's about the gold.
Starting out with a moment of Zen, it's never too late to look at a picture of Angkor Wat from the air. If you allow your mind to wander into the rainforest and time-eroded temples, consider circuit boards, but at vast scale across the planet. That would equal free power. Okay, forget that. Just look at the bricks, the crash, the bank runs, because that's truly what it's about. This is the end game. To move us over to central bank digital currencies, been talked about. So just like it's never a bad moment to look at Angkor Wat from the air, it's never a bad moment to look at the shiny. I see generation, I see dynastic wealth in front of me here. And that's the way we should all be thinking. It's protecting ourselves during this hyperinflationary time. It is upon us. Speaking of bricks.
Yeah, the bricks. So now I just tie this also into the other thing. Earth has many electrical circuits. You are an electromagnetic being. All your thoughts are electromagnetic impulses interpreted by your brain, mind, which I think is only partially in your head. So he's talking more about that, how many governments get more gold in order to back up their currencies and to switch over to digital currencies and such things. We just touched a very big CME. If it would have hit Earth, there wouldn't be no videos anymore, probably anywhere, nor either produced nor watched. There would be no electricity and stuff like that. In many, many, many places, no one would have time to watch or make a video. So, about the gold. I just searched some random site. Does gold conduct electricity? Gold is soft, ductile, and malleable in its pure form. Let us talk about the electrical conductivity of the Earth's precious elements. Gold can conduct electricity and is also a good conductor of heat, but it's not widely used in electronic appliances as it is costly. We shall discuss in this article the electric conductivity properties of gold, its merits and demerits, how to calculate the conductivity of gold, its dependency on resistance and temperature, and its uses as an excellent electric conductor. So, not just imagine, there is somewhere a warehouse where is gold stored, let's say 60 tons. Yeah, there might be bigger ones. And usually they are underground, I guess, in order to protect them. We have electrical currents going through Earth, so you can find them everywhere in the atmosphere, on the surface, within the ground, and stuff like that. Those in the ground are called telluric currents. If there is so much energy induced into Earth's electrical circuits that probably in your house every screw and nail and they just start to melt or get really hot. So what do you think happens to the piles of gold in those reserves stored very low beneath the surface of the Earth in order to protect them? Yeah. This is something I just pondered upon today. Would be interesting to see how it would go if or when the currents are induced into Earth's electrical circuits. What happens to the gold? It's not safe there. It will react to the currents, to the induced electricity. But I think I leave it here. That was just one thing I was thinking about. And yeah, Earth's core. But anyway, I leave it here. Thanks. Bye.